What is going on, guys, and welcome to another video with your host, as always, K-Mac time. And today I am so stoked that we get to talk about a subject that has always been super huge and important to me, and that is, of course, Pokemon. And how could we not talk about the new Detective Pikachu live-action CGI hybrid movie coming to theaters next year? And the trailer we got out of the blue was amazing. It blew everyone's mind. It's been a huge buzz in the community, and I cannot wait to talk about a few things that have been on my mind here. And I want to talk about, is this a good idea? Where are they gonna go with this? Are these Pokemon cute, or are they absolutely horrifying? We're gonna jump into all that in just a second.
Listen up. We got ways to make you talk. Or mime.
Yeah.
So tell us what we want to know. Pipe. Yes. Okay. I can. Shoving. Pushing. My problem is that I push people away and then hate them for leaving.
He's saying you can shove it.
What? I can shove it?
So first off, what exactly is this movie? Why is this happening, and what is going on? As we guys all know, we've seen Pokemon movies in the past, the fully animated version. My personal favorite being Pokemon the movie 2000. I can still remember seeing it in theaters as a kid. You know, I loved getting the cards that came with it. All that stuff was really, really cool. And the movie's actually pretty decent. And of course, I was a huge fan of the cartoon, the anime at the time as well, and the card series and the games, obviously. So I'm a huge fan of Pokemon, and I like those movies, but this caught me completely off guard. I knew this was kind of in the production, and I didn't know how long it would be, how long down the road it was, or if they're ever actually gonna release a trailer and go forward with that. But I had heard whispers of this kind of movie in the past. Of course, we all heard the rumors that Danny DeVito was rumored to be wanted to do the part of the Pikachu, or the internet at least wanted him to do it as a meme, I guess you could say, which would have been funny. But Ryan Reynolds is a perfect pick for this, I believe. I mean, you think about all the stuff he's been able to do with Deadpool and revive that character, with his really funny and witty dialogue, the way his speech pattern is, his voice acting ability is top notch. He's just a really, really good actor and voice actor, so a perfect fit for him to play this kind of witty, you know, snarky, kind of funny Pikachu character that we're going to see here. And I absolutely love it. But getting back to what I was talking about earlier, it said, do these Pokemon look good? Do you think they look good? Are they creepy? Are they cute? Personally, I think it's somewhere in between both here. I mean, obviously Pikachu and other Pokemon like that look incredibly cute, fluffy, and just all around adorable. But then you get characters like, you can see Mr. Mime looks creepy as hell, and like Psyduck looks like pure nightmare fuel, in my opinion. It is like, that is those eyes, man. Oh, and I can't even imagine what some of the other Pokemon are going to look like here. I mean, we've seen others in the trailer. We got to see like, there's Dodrio. We see, of course, we see the Charizard, which looks badass as hell. We see Jigglypuff, which is kind of a creepy looking one as well. I think all the pink looking ones kind of looked creepy to me, with like that type of Pokemon look creepy, especially Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime. I mean, I love that Bart. It's actually really funny. But where I come down on the cute or horrifying thing, I think it's right in between. I think mostly it's going to be cute though, and I cannot see what they have in store here. Like I said, this is going to be a live action CGI hybrid movie, which has become very popular in the recent years. Of course, Disney broke into the scene with this, with the Jungle Book, Beauty and the Beast, and they're doing many more of them, like Lion King, Mulan, etc., in live action CGI hybrid. So it makes sense that Pokemon would try to do the same here. Warner Brothers trying to get a piece of this pie, and the Pokemon look, and like I said, look and feel pretty realistic, although Psyduck is pure nightmare fuel. But I can't wait to see, you know, the full battle scenes with Charizard and Pikachu, and when they're doing all of their attacks. Like I said, we do see other Pokemon. We see like Dodrios, Pidgeys, Lickitungs, Mr. Mimes, things like that in the trailer as well, and they all look incredibly well. Now, a thing that I was kind of pondering around back and forth here is, what if this movie does well enough that Warner Brothers may consider doing a sequel or doing a trilogy? Could they potentially be on top of a new cinematic universe? Think about this: when the Iron Man 1 movie first came out back in the day, there was plans probably at the time to do a sequel, maybe two sequels, make it a trilogy. But I mean, their overarching goal of the Marvel Cinematic Universe wasn't fully out there yet, and then if that film and the films coming after had failed, I don't think we would have the MCU as we know it today. So I think the same could be applying here to Pokemon. Now, I don't know for sure, but it makes kind of sense that Warner Brothers would kind of want a new cinematic universe, because let's face it, their DC universe has completely flopped. I mean, there's been a handful of movies. Wonder Woman is a good example of a plus, but most of them, like Suicide Squad, have been absolute trash, and they're getting just destroyed by Marvel. So they might want to pivot to a new cinematic universe with a built-in massive global fan base, i.e. Pokemon. I mean, what is bigger than Pokemon? I mean, you've got Pokemon Go in recent years. It's huge. We've got new Pokemon games coming out on Switch this week. It's got an old fan base, a new fan base. It's got people that are my age and older that have been, with this since the 90s. It's also got kids who are 5 to 7 years old playing their very first Pokemon game on the Switch or playing Pokemon Go on their phones. So it's got a massive breadth of an audience. And I think if they do this movie right, which all things are pointing to, it's looking like shaping up to be a decent movie, then they could be sitting on something that they could transition into a cinematic universe. I mean, the possibilities for this are almost endless. We have, could they touch on all of the stuff from the anime? They could touch on things from the games. They could use, all over 750 plus Pokemon or whatever they're at now. I mean, there's so many things they could possibly do here. We see that this movie's taking place in the Sinnoh region. They could hit all other regions. They could do Kanto, all the other ones, Johto, and all whatever the newer ones are called. They could even do things from the newer games, from the older games. I mean, or they like they're doing in this one, they could go a completely different direction, make up a completely separate story that's just in the Pokemon universe, which they're going to start creating. And I would love to see that. I would love to see a spin-off movie of this with maybe Red in it, the Red or Ash or whatever you want to call him, and his story from Kanto, and then in the sequel they meet up and they battle or something like that. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited to see where this movie goes, how it's handled, if it does in fact live up to the hype. I mean, right now there's a ton of hype around this movie. It's the biggest topic on the internet right now, and people seem to be positive about it. It's majority positive about this movie so far. Haven't seen too many negatives on it. From what I can tell, the hype is around this movie very, very well, and it might turn out to be better than people initially thought it was. And hopefully we get that, and then hopefully we get something like a Marvel Cinematic Universe with Pokemon. I mean, fingers crossed on that. I know it's kind of a stretch, but I think it could be possible in the future. But anyway, that's all I have for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more content in your sub boxes daily. Also, be sure to let me know down in the comment section, do you guys think the Pokemon in this movie are cute, or do you think they're nightmare fuel, or do you think that some are scary and some are cute like I thought? Love to hear you guys' thoughts and comments, concerns, and all things about this movie. Let's get some opinions out there. We'll be reading comments and stuff with you guys for the premiere of this video. But like I said, until next time, guys, remember that it's always K-Mac time somewhere. Until then, take it easy, aim, peace out.
Right in.
Ninja.